It's been a while, hasn't it? So, it's quite obvious I haven't uploaded in a while. And it's more obvious considering a lot of stuff's gone on and I haven't said anything. Okay, to firstly address some stuff. The Russel T Davies news, the day it happened, I was packing and leaving for uni, where I am now. I'm now back at university. And I did pack my laptop, I packed my microphone. So I recorded my raw reaction on my phone. And I was going to post it. And I didn't, and now, yeah, it's been a bit of a while. It's been like 2 weeks, and I haven't posted anything, which is a bit bad for me. So what I'm going to do is you'll see my raw reaction for the Russel T Davies stuff in this video after this introduction, and then I'm going to talk you through, my thoughts after, I've let it die, all the hype die down, and just calm about it, and how I really think now it's settled in. And then as well, there's other news, we've got the new news about Series 13, or Flux, should I say, that came out yesterday. So that's going to be, good timing. But yeah, so I'm just going to do one big video on a roundup of the last 2 weeks of Doctor Who news. And at the end, I'll also talk about some other stuff, which is I'm going to try and do soon. Especially now we have a release date for the next series. So this isn't the last you'll see of me now. But the next thing you'll see of me after this will be me on the 24th of September, on the day Russel T Davies was announced, probably about half an hour after the news came out. So I'm just going to pass on over to past me. He was very happy that day. Oh my god, 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 oh my god. Okay. This is... I think I've just got to go straight into it. I've got to go right straight into it. So, I have no data on my phone right now, so I did not see the news when it came out. Okay, I didn't see it when it came out. All this came out. I don't know how long, maybe about half an hour ago, maybe 40 minutes ago. I'm not too sure. And lucky enough, my mum had data. I was around my grandpa's, and he and my mum went on BBC News, and it was the first thing she saw. Oh my god. This is, I nearly went into tears. I'm so happy with this news. Russel T Davies is back in Doctor Who, and as showrunner, this is brilliant. I mean, literally my last video, my midnight review is going on about how genius Russel T Davies is, and now he's back. So fantastic. It's the best news Doctor Who has had in years, and now Joe's really bad about this. I don't care about Series 13 anymore. I said this when Chibnall was announced to be leaving, which was a lie. I still care about Series 13 a bit, but now I know who's coming in. Oh my god, wreck the show as much as you want, Chibnall. Go ham, go for it. And also, we've got a 60th anniversary has been confirmed. I was worried we wouldn't get one, but we have got one. And who's writing it? Russel T Davies, which is fantastic. Sorry, I just kicked something which made a noise. To give some context, I'm packing for university right now. I'm leaving tomorrow. So it's been a real hectic day, which is why maybe my audio's a bit dodgy because I'm not using my microphone. I've packed it already somewhere. And I've packed my laptop, so I'm filming on my phone. I just want to address it quickly. This is my first video with my new Dalek cutout. I got him or her, it. I think it's the correct pronoun for a Dalek. I got it for my birthday, and I'm so happy with it. And this is its first appearance. It's looking absolutely beautiful. But oh my word, I'm so excited with this news. It's just so surprising because all the rumours, I mean, the Sally Wainwright news I thought may have been true, and the idea of it moving from Wales to London I thought might have been true, and the idea of there being a gap and there being an open-ended ending to Jodie's era I thought could have happened. But now we know we're getting a 60th anniversary. Now we know we're probably going to get Series 14 in 2024, I'd imagine. Which I'm okay with. Now I know who's coming in. Joe up, take as many breaks as you want. Have the 60th, then do Series 14. Hopefully in the spring, bring it back to the spring when Doctor Who should be aired, because that's really when it was aired throughout the entirety of the RTD era, and then suddenly it became a bit inconsistent in terms of when it was airing, and I want that to happen. I want it to move back to that prime slot. But oh my god, this is so amazing, this news. This is groundbreaking. Oh my god, I had a quick look at Twitter and everything was just so positive. Like, it's really emotional for me, because this is the man who wrote Doctor Who when I got into it. This is the man who made me get into Doctor Who, you know, and there's so much I owe to this man, because, you know, he, you know, made my childhood. He wrote my childhood word by word, page by page, episode by episode, and I've always loved this writer for that. And the idea that he's coming back when I'm now 19, when he left when I was how old would I have been? I'd have been 7 at the end, when the End of Time Part 2 aired, you know, and now I'm 19. So yeah, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm ecstatic. This is the best news I've heard in ages. What do I think? I think he's going to be fantastic. I think in terms of, you know, writing, I think he'll... what will he take from his original era and what will be different? I think, you know, don't expect it to be the same era. Don't expect it to be exactly the same. Because back then he was beginning the show. He was kickstarting it back and bringing it back and keeping that momentum with those two Doctors, with Chris Drax and David Tennant. Now it's going to be different. The show's going to have been established, and I think he can just do what he wants. I expect decent writing. I expect decent things from the classic era. I expect him to introduce things that are cool. He will do series arcs. That's the thing that's been inconsistent with Chris Chibnall, because Series 11 was very much standalone episodes, and Series 12 went, in my opinion, too much into the series arc kind of thing. Not too much in that the series arc was actually quite bad. But Russel T Davies, I always liked his series arcs because they didn't hit you over the head with them, but they were noticeable. And then in the finale, they came out and were, you know, obvious. I don't know who he's gonna bring in as the Doctor. I have no idea. Maybe Ollie Alexander will come in. Now Russel T Davies is the showrunner. The Ollie Alexander room is actually going to go mental now. I still don't think he will be, because, you know, he's not just an actor. He can do acting projects, but to commit to something like Doctor Who would really hurt his career as a musician. And also, I don't see him as the Doctor. I just don't view him as the Doctor. I said he was too young when I first saw him, but then I looked at his age and goes, he's actually not too young, but he gives off that young energy, you know? He makes me think he's younger than Matt Smith, but no, that's just because of how good he was in It's a Sin. He was so good in It's a Sin, I think he's like 20, but he isn't. But yeah, Russel T Davies, welcome back to Doctor Who. We will welcome you back in open arms. We love you. Everyone, I can't imagine anyone who is a Doctor Who fan right now not being absolutely ecstatic. I look, there are people who criticise the RTD era, and rightfully so. Nothing is perfect. No one doesn't have faults. Everyone has faults. I've admitted some of the faults RTD has. You know, I know Davis points out a lot on his channel his faults in Lost the Time Lords, and some of his finales do have some Deus Ex Machina, which I admit, but I still thoroughly enjoy those episodes. I still love Lost the Time Lords. One of my most watched episodes, I watch that 3-parter all the time. Utopia, Sound of the Drums, Lost the Time Lords, and I just... It's the era which I grew up on. It's, in my opinion, the most consistent era of the show. I think Series 4 really brought up the standard of the show, because, in my opinion, the worst episode in that series is The Doctor's Daughter. And for me, that's a 6 out of 10. And that series really brought on my standard for television. But the current era of Doctor Who, I think, has brought down my standard. Because I remember watching Revolution of Daleks and going, that was really good. I say it was a 6 out of 10. You see what I mean? Now a 6 out of 10 is quite good for the current era, and was, I'm not going to rewatch that for the RTD era. But I'm just blown away. I had to get this out quick. I had to film it quick. It's probably not going to be uploaded until like tomorrow, but I just needed to record it quick. These are my thoughts in the moment. When I heard the news, I was in the lounge, in my granddad's lounge with my mum, and him, and I just started jumping up, screaming. And I think I've mentioned before, I'm a football fan. I'm a massive football fan, and I've only celebrated to that extent when my club Arsenal have won the FA Cup. So that's the level of like celebration right now. I've never celebrated anything more than Russel T Davies coming. That's at the pinnacle of happiness, because it was just like, it was one of those moments where I just dropped everything and thought nothing can go wrong. This is so brilliant. This is the best news ever. And I'm so happy that he's back. I always had a feeling he'd come back in some respect. I always figured he'd maybe come back and write 1 or 2 episodes for another showrunner. I never thought in a million years he'd come back as a showrunner. I always thought one of Moffat or Russel Davies would come back with 1 or 2 episodes because they love the show and they love writing for the show, and it's their passion. But Stephen Moffat, I think, probably won't come back. He does a lot of projects, but Russell, he can't escape it. And he's been gone for a long time. He's had a very long break. He's had a lot of personal issues over the years, obviously with his husband, which if you don't want to know, I won't go into it because it's really sad what he had to go through. But he's had to deal with a lot of stuff, and he's done some amazing projects over the years, and now he's finally back on Doctor Who, and also he's back with Julie Gardner as well, which I didn't see if that was official, but someone tweeted about it, and if Julie Gardner's back as well, then the show's back. Maybe Phil Collinson will be back as well. I don't know. I wouldn't know about that, but this is amazing. I think I can stop talking now. I think I can finally stop talking now. It's all been one take. This is one take. This is the first take, and I'm so happy. But yeah, I don't think the year is going to be exactly the same as the old one. He'll do some new things. He's an amazing writer. TV has changed over the years. He'll do different things. It's not going to be as like soap opera-y as it was when he did it, which is one of the complaints people had. It's not going to be as family centric, I don't think, but it will still have themes and what ways where you can go, this has been extracted from ways he wrote before in Doctor Who. But I'm so excited as to what's coming next. I'm so excited. His first full series is probably going to come out in 2024. I will have left university by the time that happens, and I don't care. It's a long way away, but by God, am I excited for that. By God, am I excited. So we're not going to get a full series, our next proper full series, in 3 years, or just under 3 years, because I think, considering the massive gap, we'll probably get it in the spring. I think they'll do 60th anniversary and then film series 14. So in my opinion, series 14 will probably be done. And with Russell coming back, I have a feeling we might get Christmas specials back as well, and maybe Saturdays as well. But who knows? Because with Russell back, that will that will put people on seats. Russel T Davies writing it, and now Russel T Davies is writing it. I'm really excited to see who he's got in as the Doctor, because I trust Russell. I really trust Russell to cast the Doctor, and I can't see this going wrong. I cannot see this going wrong at all. This is, I don't want to keep repeating myself, because that's not content. That's wasting a minute. But it's fantastic. Even he's happy. And look, it's an RTD Dalek. You look on the front of it at the bottom, it says Doctor Who, BBC 2004, when, they were first designed and copyrighted, these Daleks. Oh my word. This is just, what else can you say? So, I think it's really obvious, I was really happy. I still am really happy about it. I wish I could go back and relive that moment again, of that raw excitement, because the moment I found out, I was just in such disbelief and shock, just pure joy. I don't think I can't remember being that happy or more happy than that before. Like, that is peak happiness, just because I was so surprised, and it sent me back to being a kid. I was feeling so much nostalgia, and it's just fantastic. And the thing is, I have so much more respect for Russel T Davies as a writer than I did when I was a kid, because when you're a kid, you don't understand. You don't really look into that stuff. I was aware of him at the time because I watched Doctor Who Confidential, but I was a little kid. I was 7 when he left. So, yeah. But now he's properly here again, and
you know, he's grown as a writer. I think he's a better writer than he was when he left Doctor Who, with the stuff he's done. I haven't watched everything he's done. I still haven't watched Years and Years. I want to, but I haven't done it. I haven't got around to it. A Very English Scandal I want to watch, because I heard the premise and I think that's quite good. I've watched It's a Sin, and I think it's phenomenal. I loved It's a Sin. I teared up at the end. It was a phenomenal programme. Really good. But yeah, I do think he's a fantastic writer, and I think he'll bring something different to the time he did before. He's got the benefit of hindsight to know, right, what do I think I didn't do well, what do I think I did well, and he can maybe do things he did well, but not the same way. You know, the things I think he'll do the same way that he did the first time is characters. You know, that's the one thing he will do, because that's something he does in all his writing. You know, he's got very believable, good, honest portrayals of people, which is brilliant. That's something I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to his companions more than his doctors, actually. I think he'll do the Doctor well enough, because the Doctor is a set. The thing is, the Doctor is a character which is set, which was made before he became showrunner. The Doctor is something which you follow on off what people have done. The companion, you can make your own companion, and that's what I'm looking forward to. What companions will he come up with? Because he came up with Donna, he came up with Martha, he came up with Rose. All very popular. I'm not that fond of Rose, but you can't deny she's one of the most popular companions amongst fans. He is a phenomenal writer, and there are concerns, and I'm going to go into them now. Not on what he'll bring, but on the impact of him coming in and what it says and why he was brought in. Because it does seem like it's a bit like, right, this man is going to fix Doctor Who. It's like admitting that there's a problem. That's, out of all the criticisms, the one which I don't... you can't really prove it. There's not 100%. You know, maybe there wasn't too many options around. He was free, and they went with him, and he wanted to do it. And I think if Russel Davies wanted to do it, I think I would have done it, whether Doctor Who was in a bad state or not. You know, if Russel Davies wants to come back, you let him come back. What I do hope is, despite the fact that he's doing it with Bad Wolf and the old production company, pretty much the old, yeah. I hope that we bring some new writers in. So yeah, it doesn't feel like the RTD one, which I don't think it will anyway. But I don't. It's not that I don't want it to feel like the old one. It's that I want it to feel even more new than it was already. Just really properly reboot the show. Not reboot, but you know what I mean. Just refresh it. But yeah, do I think that's the reason why he was brought in? No, I think he was brought in just... he was there, and I'm happy he's coming back. I'm really happy he's coming back. That's brilliant news. And then as well, people have said by bringing him in and announcing it now really doesn't do the current production team any service, and I'd agree on that. I think it is a bit crap of them, because they announced it before really... I mean, to be honest, the Series 13 marketing has been a bit poor, and I will get into that later in the video. A lot of people have their opinions. I've got my opinions, and I'll talk about them later, but the lack of Series 13 marketing, you know, the piece of marketing that's got me the most excited for Doctor Who recently is the announcement that Russel T Davies is coming back. His first episode is November 2023. That is just over 2 years away from now. And I'm more excited for that than I am for Series 13, because it's done more, because the marketing for Series 13 has been born. It's really put a dark cloud over the current show, because we've only got 9 episodes left, and I don't care that much. Thinking that we are 10 episodes away from Russel T Davies actually does really put a smile on my face. But yeah, it's a bit disrespectful to the current production team. I think they could have left. I think there were a lot of fans who were worried that we hadn't got a showrunner yet. And I think what they probably could have done, the BBC probably could have done, is said in the original statement of Chibnall, we are in talks with showrunners. We will have a showrunner in place very soon. We are not going to announce it until... If they said that, then it would have been fine. We would have known we have one. I think people have said it could have been leaked, but I think if Russel T Davies got leaked, no one would have believed it. So, yeah, if that got leaked, everyone would have gone, oh, that's rubbish. And then it would have been true. That's the thing. If the Mirror ran with that, everyone would go, no, stop, it's bullshit. But it's true. But look, the cat's out of the bag now, and the current production team's going to have to deal with that. I mean, it would be like announcing the new Doctor now. I don't think they should. They should announce the new Doctor, I think. I mean, it's going to be announced before they get introduced. I don't know if there's going to be a regeneration scene. There's been suggestions that it won't be, and it will just end with Jodie walking into the TARDIS, and then the next episode will be New Doctor. Which I'd be interested in seeing them do, because they don't have to do a regeneration scene, but I'd like that. So I'd expect the new Doctor to be announced, I don't know, after the New Year special, probably, most likely. I've said that before, and that's a good time to announce that, because that doesn't overshadow her final series. But yeah, during her last 2 episodes, you'll know who it is, but that's not too big a problem. We knew Matt Smith was going to be the Doctor for Planet of the Dead, I think. Planet of the Dead was the first time they had an episode we knew. So it was the last 4 episodes, for all the specials we knew who the next Doctor was, and with the specials, and yeah, that it is a bit of a downer thinking about the negative sides of Russel T Davies coming in, because it does look bad on the current production team, and a lot of people are reacting as if it's a guarantee that things will happen. Like, Doctor Who will be popular like it was in 2008. That's not a guarantee. That's not a guarantee. Doctor Who will be exactly the same. No, it won't. He'll be different. He'll do different things. And the one I really want to stress is there's a lot of Know My Doctors celebrating this, going, "Oh look, the PC Brigade's lost," and I'm just thinking, you haven't watched any of Russel T Davies' television other than Doctor Who, have you? And even in Doctor Who, have you not paid attention to it? Like, have you heard of It's a Sin? Queer as Folk? No? Years and Years? No? Did you see what he wrote in his addition to Rose last year, which was that Boris Johnson's an Auton? No, you didn't see that? Stupid. I think I'm going to finish here on my Russell talk, because I think it's overall like 20 minutes long now. So I'm going to cut it off here, and I'm going to need to talk about some other stuff. So I don't know what we're going to touch on first, but I think I'll probably talk about the really tough talk on the marketing for Series 13. Yeah, it's a bit tough to talk about this whole thing, because I've seen a lot of people talking about it on Twitter, saying, look, we have no right to have a go about the marketing team, you know, it's not our decisions, you know, like, but the one thing that really gripes me is the fact that I don't think there's a general audience seeing this advertisement. You know, I know Doctor Who, I know about it, because I look at Doctor Who on social media, and I know about all this stuff, and I'm checking for Doctor Who news almost every day. The common man won't, and might see that glitch on TV and not notice, and go, oh, okay, cool, don't really care. And the Liverpool phone, if you see sightings, Doctor Who fans will do that. Most people won't. Most people will see that and just walk on. So I don't see what that does. I don't see trailers on TV being regularly advertised. And they also took down the Doctor Who Instagram to all their social medias for about 24 hours, and I was just like, what does that achieve? What did it achieve? It came back, and the poster was out, and the release date was out. You could have kept the socials on. It's just a bit weird, but I don't know, maybe they'd explain it, but I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm just not happy with the way it's been marketed, because I think, you know, it's disappointed me, and I'm a viewer, because the marketing doesn't need to exist to get me to watch it. You don't need to market the series to me. I've been watching it since I was a little kid. I've got a Tom Baker scarf. I've got my TARDIS mug here. Like, I'm gonna watch it, but you know, I don't think my family would know Doctor Who's coming out if they didn't know that I'm gonna watch it. You know, I've got a mate in my flat. He doesn't watch Doctor Who, but he knows Doctor Who's coming out because I'm gonna watch it. But he has not seen any advertisement, nothing. No ads, nothing, and that's poor on their part. You know, you wonder why the viewership's going down, and part of it is due to the quality of the show, part of it, but there's a lot of bad television that still gets views. I don't think quality particularly correlates 100% of the time with viewership. I don't think Love Island's fantastic television, But boy, does it get views. You know when Love Island's coming up, don't you? That's to be honest, that's different. Reality TV's a whole different kettle of fish, but yeah, I do think the marketing team's kind of let this era down. Series 11 was very well advertised, I think. That was brilliant advertisement. Series 12, I did have issues with that because it was all on Doctor Who social media, rarely on TV, meaning it wasn't getting a general audience. And this has just been a real disappointment. A lot of people have praised it for how unique it's been and how it's trying new things. No, I really don't like it. I really don't like it. I think Find the Doctor was a big failure. And I'm just really disappointed now. But hey, we've got a new series. And now we need to talk about the actual new series, which is finally announced. Well, we knew it was coming out, but it's finally announced when it's coming out. It's coming out on the 31st of October, Halloween night. I might not be watching it live. I'll probably come back on a late night out at like 4 a.m. and watch it. Doctor Who Flux. Not Series 13, Flux. So it's exciting. It's finally coming out, and I'm looking forward to it. I like that they've given it a name. It's kind of one story, I guess. I don't know if it's going to be Flux Part 1, Flux Part 2, Flux Part 3, or Doctor Who Flux, this, like, you know, the key to time arc. Or, you know, the thing is, Trial of a Time Lord, it has its episode names on BritBox, but if you get the DVD, it doesn't have the episode names like The Mysterious Planet. It will just say Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4 on Disc 1, and then... So I don't know how it's going to play, but I like that they're giving it a name, because it's one story arc. And that's really made me think it is more of a one story arc than I originally thought, because part of me thought it would just each episode would lead into a cliffhanger in one storyline, but some episodes would be different. But that little trailer, well, it's not a trailer, it's a teaser of the Doctor Who saying the Flux is coming, and it's bringing through these things, meaning they're fighting one big problem, which is causing these episodes, which, yes, does make it a story arc. And I'm looking forward to see how it goes, because I do love a cliffhanger. So a cliffhanger each week, much appreciated. Because I love the Doctor Who's thing. And I love, you know, that's classic, that's proper Doctor Who. You know, cliffhangers every week, which is exactly what we want. And even though it's a short series, I'm hoping they pull it off. I'm hoping they do something which really makes us think, you know what, maybe this era wasn't too bad. You know, that's with Capaldi, his best series for me was his final series, was Series 10. Hopefully that can be the case for Whittaker. Hopefully John Bishop can be good as a companion. Hopefully Yaz can do some stuff. Mandip Gill's a decent actress. And I am looking forward to this new series. I think the idea of doing a one story, like I've said it before, is a good idea. It's going back on Chris Chibnall's strengths. We still don't have writers confirmed for this series. I don't know if he's written the whole series or if Maxine Alderton's coming in, because there's rumours of her coming back, and I would like to see her come back. She wrote Haunting of Lydia Darty. That was very good. I'm still looking for Sarah Dollard to come back. She wrote, I believe, Thin Ice. And I still would like her to come back, and she's not come back, and I think she's shown she's capable. But yeah, I am quietly excited for the new series. I mean, I'm just happy for Doctor Who to be on TV, as the time when it's not on the air is a very weird time, but when it's on the air it's lovely, because we all have something to talk about. But yeah, I am excited for the series. I'm excited for Flux. I'm excited for all of it, the poster and everything. But now I'm going to talk about what the channel's going to be going forward. Hopefully I'm going to have a bit of a recording schedule now. So yeah, wish me luck for that. So going forward, I'm going to try, like heavy quotations, like highlight the word try, and get videos out and review each episode as it comes out. Okay, so I'm going to try and do that. I am busy. This is my second year at university, so I'm doing a lot of work. I'm doing shorthand at the moment. I'm trying to learn shorthand and do all this stuff, and there's law and everything, and I've really got to focus up and do a lot of work, but I will try and get some reviews out each week when the episodes come out. And yeah, I don't know if I'll set a day for them to come out. I don't know if I'm going to get them out the day after or do them on Wednesdays. I could do them on Mondays actually, because I only have one in-person lecture on Mondays, so I can go to that, come back, record a review, do it and be done, and then get it out on the Monday during the day, which would be a fine time to get it out. It's on time, better than Stu Bag 4, he usually waits like 2 months. I'm joking. To be honest, I'd still wait for it, because I really love his content. But yeah, so I'll try and get that out. As well as that, so that starts in 3 weeks, the series. The Doctor Who video game comes out next week, which I can confirm I'm definitely getting. I'm really looking forward to the Edge of Reality. From the trailer, it looks like Edge of Time again, but with added stuff to it, which I was worried about. But hey, I didn't get to play Edge of Time. I only got to watch people play it on YouTube because I don't have any virtual reality gear. Like I don't have Oculus Rift or PlayStation or PS4, so I'm happy to just play this on the Xbox because I've been dying for a good Doctor Who console game, because I think the last actual console game was it I forget what it was called, but it came out in 2010 and it was on the Wii, and it was like Return to Earth or something. I don't know. I've got no clue. I really barely remember it, but I think it was quite bad. The best Doctor Who games I can remember are the adventure games, and I love the adventure games, but with Edge of Reality, I will play it. I won't get a Let's Play out because I don't really have the recording gear to do that. I'll try and eventually be good enough at, all this technical stuff to do that, but I can't really do that right now. So I'll probably just put a review out, talk about my experience of playing it, which I'm really looking forward to. But yeah, that's it, and I can round up now, and I'm really happy I've recorded this because I can actually finally get a video out. But yeah, I'm done. That's good. Cool. Didn't think I'd actually get this done. I finally recorded a video. I've been at university for 2 weeks and I've finally done something. So I'm happy about Russel T Davies. There are some concerns, but the concerns aren't about his series. They are about why we announced it now, and why was he brought in. At the end of the day, the why he was brought in, I'm actually not worried about because I don't care. I'm just glad he's here. But the one thing that does concern me is it's a bit of a stopgap, because who's going to come in after Russell? But hopefully we kind of bring someone in to come in after him while he's showrunner. That's the plan. But I'm looking forward to everything. I'm happy. Everything's going good. One thing I'm thinking of doing soon is I'm thinking of doing a video on like all the Doctor Who stuff I own, which is a bit weird because I'm away, so some of my Doctor Who stuff's at home. But yeah, I've got a lot of Doctor Who stuff here, as I've already shown. But yeah, I think that's the video. So yeah, please drop a like if you like the video, comment any of your thoughts on all of the news that I've talked about, or the video game coming up, videos you'd like me to do. Comment please, anything if you want. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications when I upload. Also, I've got an Instagram, which is the Bored Whovian. Please find that, follow it. I do make the occasional post on there. I'll post when I upload on YouTube, and I'll maybe make a meme every now and then. I did make a post just about Russel T Davies coming back, which was basically just about me packing all my kit away to record, and then at 2 hours later he was announced as showrunner. So yeah, that was fun. But yeah, I'm done now. So I've been the Bored Whovian, and I'll see you around.